Question everything. So being woke, Ron DeSantis and all his goons trying to attack being woke, talking about it's a cult. What do woke mean to you? What it means to be woke to you when it comes to the thought of waking up? You know, do it have anything to do with the Aboriginal Negroes being actually put to sleep mentally? You know, to the point where they was programmed all the way out of their reality based off of the system of the colonizers here in America. What it's all about? Is it about going against anything, or going against the government, going against the grain of society when it comes to mainstream media and mainstream information? What is the real reality of being woke? Is it having to do with anything towards re-educating yourself and thinking outside the box and thinking for yourself away from the programs that was given to you by the schools, university institution, and religious unions? What is really being woke? Because see, in this day and time, if we allow them to write the narrative of being woke, we'll never, ever, ever be able to move further into what we're going into when it comes to this new awareness of the lies that and the trickery that was used against our people to put our people in the position that we're in under massacres, Holocaust, and genocides, as well as paper genocide. And paper genocide is one of the major genocides that we need to focus on today. That's the basis of being woke. Excuse me. So woke is the basis of all these real realities of waking up to these real truths, you know. And in waking up to these real truths, we must reconnect. We must come back together and see. And coming back together as the Aboriginal Negroes of America, the true American Indians, and the Moabites, and also the Swarthy Jews, we as a people must understand that anything that unites us is a threat to the United States of America. This is why they're being so hard on their own laws against us that they have created. Also, not acknowledging their own laws when it comes towards us. Thus, reparations. Thus, a bill passed for protection against hate crimes that have been created here in America against the Aboriginal Negroes of America, with this anti-black hatred everywhere, all throughout the system itself. They won't act on these things because they still hate you. They still have no love for you whatsoever. The colonizers here understand that they owe you. They know that they owe you legally. They know that the things that they have done, they can never, ever really, truly own up to. Why? Because it empower you. And that's a scare to all of them. They're afraid of that. Why? Because you create all the different Mike Tysons. You create all the different Alis. You create all the different Michael Jacksons and Beyoncés and all the different people that make things move. The beautiful sister Sophia Stewart, and many others that make things move. That's the reality to it. And if they're not afraid, then why don't they give you reparations? Why don't they give you what they owe you in a sense of what it is? See, they'll give it to their own people, the people that look like them. But you and I, we must stay at the bottom. And that's the basis of what their reality is all about, keeping us at the bottom. How do you start a race where you get hundreds of years of the ability to be ahead in the race, but at the same time, the people that was way in the back, that you kept in the back, you're afraid of? They have 600 years head start over us. At least 2 for sure when it comes to us being in bondage. Then another 1 based off of the lynching and the redlining and the Jim Crow laws and all the other stuff that we really still under to this day. They still maintain it to this day. We just don't get it because we keep trying to believe what we see on TV and what we hear on the radios. But belief is a disease. If you're not knowing anything and understanding that you need to know the truth in order to move forward, then belief will keep you stuck. And most of us got this disease and this witchcraft called belief all in our head, and that ain't getting us nowhere. That's just the reality to it. The tooth fairy is not going to come and save you. She's not going to bring you no money to put under your pillow. It's not happening. It's a belief. And this is the reality to it. If beliefs tie into fantasy, then why are you believing anything? Wouldn't you want to know the truth? And this is the basis also of being woke. Waking up is a reality of waking up to the truth. The real hidden agendas behind what we have here in the Matrix. Because if you don't, then you continue to follow that same narrative of what they have taught you. And guess what, guys? It hasn't got us nowhere. Believing in this system and believing in the colonizers, believing in their government only gets us more poverty. Only gets us more into a position of mass incarceration and death. That's all this belief of this system and believing that all nations can come together has done for us, destroyed us. That's it, openly, continuously destroy us. Oh, I'm not talking about the 10%. 10% of us that's doing good, the 1% of us that's wealthy. I'm talking about the 80% of us that's out here filling the prisons up, struggling to make ends meet, struggling to pay your bills and your mortgages because it's not set up for you to make it. That's what I'm talking about. Because 80% of us is the body of the nation, our nation, not the 10%, not the 1%. They ain't the body of the nation. They're not the outlook of who we are as a whole. The outlook of who we are as a whole is the 80%. And we're demonized. And that's just the reality to it. They demonize us as the threat to America. Why is that? Maybe it got something to do with us being the real true landlords of America. And the only way to really totally steal somebody's land is to wipe them out completely. Paper genocide them in the mind where they don't even know that this land is theirs, they don't even know their own reality, don't even know their own history, and then systematically wipe them out. Medically wipe them out. This is just the reality to it. Food desert them all the way out with poisonous foods. Give them the most low-end areas of reality to exist in, and then demonize them for living in it, and then capitalize off that demonization by locking them up and mass incarcerating them and destroying them in all different types of ways. This is just the reality to it. Push the opposite of procreation on them, so that way they don't get their numbers up. We can destroy their numbers. Just like what's her name? It skips my mind right now. But the person that came up with the Planned Parenthood and many other different things, Margaret Sanger, that's her name. Go look her up and see what she said about about us dealing with the Planned Parenthood before, their eugenics. Go look up Margaret Sanger and what she said about our people and how to annihilate our people. This ain't no joke. These are things that were set into place to put us where we at. And this is what it's about. But see, talking like this is the basis of waking up. Talking like this is the basis of us reunifying and coming together and becoming woke amongst ourselves when it comes to the lies that we've been taught. So thus, the government gonna go on a whole rally to say that woke is a threat, woke is a cult, woke is this, woke is that. No, woke is the ability to think for yourself before thinking is illegal. Woke is the ability to look behind the curtain to see what your favorite actor and entertainer and politician is really doing behind the scenes instead of in front of the camera where they can chuck and jive and dance and cheat and lie to you 100%. See, this is what it's about. It's called catching them with their pants down, literally, and then challenging them on it. They don't want that. Why? Because then the smoke and mirror and lies all fall apart. Thus, you can't be woke. You can't think for yourself. And this is what they want. So definitely don't let them push their narrative on you on what it's about, because they've been doing that for us forever since they got here on what our culture, what our history, what our identity, and what our future should look like. No, we make that happen by coming together and challenging everything that any nation that is on top of us, around us, near us, and connected to us, that's against us when it comes to us building ourselves up. When it comes to us liberating ourselves and coming together as a nation, as Aboriginal Negroes, and working out our problems amongst ourselves as our own nation. That is our job and our duty. And anybody else in any other nation that don't understand that, then they're against that. Any nation that don't want to give us reparations, reparative justice for all that has been done to us, are against us and against our nation. And they hate us openly. And that's just the reality of it. So stay woke, my brothers and sisters, and don't let them afraid or push or make fear to keep you away from thinking for yourself. Because without thinking for yourself, there's nowhere else to go. There's no other reality. There's no other remedy than staying woke and being woke to challenge all that's going on. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.